ship to Mars, preparing the way for the first human explorers of the Red Planet. On Earth, digital fabrics are embedded with sensors and displays. Gathering data, they give feedback about the user's health, such as muscle use, sleep habits, and sun exposure. Companies merge digital fabrics with VR gaming, letting users feel vibrations and hot and cold sensations when playing. NASA's Artemis mission launches to begin building a permanent habitat on the Moon. On Earth, building materials are becoming a new generation of smart materials. Bricks double as energy storage cells and are capable of data storage and retrieval. Robotic dogs are employed by fire and rescue services, police, military, and delivery companies. The first humans leave Earth for the Red Planet aboard a SpaceX Starship. The Mars astronauts use VR goggles to help keep them calm during the 7-month journey.
Humans begin to interact with virtual reality artificial life. Living beings in a digital world that learn how to act, move, and interact with humans on their own, creating their own behaviors and way of life. Wearable tech is replaced by subdermal tech, chips that are inserted beneath the skin and link users to their home and robotic devices, giving them control using verbal instructions. People with medical issues are using Neuralink chips to make them better. The chip is able to restore eyesight and help people who are paralyzed to walk again. The Universal Translator is used at the United Nations, reducing the need for human interpreters and translators. Quantum computers are used in high-end chemical engineering. They are able to quickly design new medicines, biodegradable plastics, and building materials. 5G networks carrying vast amounts of data take control of transportation flow systems and self-driving networks to improve urban flow. The interplanetary internet system goes online, creating a computer network in space. The network is made up of landing robots, planet satellites, and Earth ground stations. A Jupiter rover sends data to a Jupiter satellite, which beams it to a Mars satellite that then sends the data to Earth. Facilities in place on Mars begin production of 3D printed habitats. Systems are in place to keep humans out. Permanent Luna settlements. Humans are living on the Moon in science research stations and transit hub facilities, acting as a link between Earth and Mars and the outer solar system. A space station constructed in orbit around the Moon begins operations. Billions of people around the world tune in to watch the Bionic Olympics, where humans with robotic limbs compete. People are wearing self-cleaning fabrics that are woven with micrometals which break down dirt when exposed to sunlight. The Starshot Alpha Centauri program, founded by Yuri Milner, Stephen Hawking, and Mark Zuckerberg, launches. 1,000 tiny spacecrafts that are equipped with light sails and are powered by lasers on Earth get sent into space. They reach 20% of the speed of light. The tiny spacecrafts are on a mission to fly by and gather data from Proxima Centauri b, an exoplanet that is in a human-habitable zone of the star system. The Square Kilometre Array goes online. Dishes across the deserts of South Africa and Australia are 50 times more sensitive than the Hubble Space Telescope and are able to pick up faint radio signals from any potential extraterrestrial civilization. 4D printing of moon habitats begin. Materials absorb solar radiation and micrometeor impacts, converting solar and impact energy into electrical energy. Moon-based construction of spacecrafts begin, to be used in the further exploration of the solar system. Quantum computing-based chemical engineering creates a genetically altered strain of wheat designed to survive in the extreme cold and thin CO2 atmosphere of the Martian environment. And neural brain chips allow people to talk to each other telepathically. humans record every event of their lives from birth to death. Inner speech recording is possible. Hackers are able to plant artificial memories. Humans have sensors flowing through their bloodstream monitoring their health. In robotics, police robot units accompany human police officers for patrols. The robot population surpasses the human population. Extinct animals are brought back to life. The first woolly mammoth is grown from DNA found in the preserved soft tissues of the long-dead beasts. Herds of mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses roam in a zoo of living fossils. Asteroid capture operations begin. Robots guided by artificial intelligence capture asteroids from the asteroid belt and maneuver them into the orbits of the Moon and Mars. The raw materials are delivered to Mars and the Moon to be converted into materials for further off-world habitat construction and space exploration crafts. Stem cells regenerate missing body parts, including teeth and limbs. Genetic engineering adapts human bodies for the rigors of spaceflight, reducing muscle and bone mass loss from prolonged periods of weightlessness. 300,000 people live on Mars. Newborns on Earth inherit the data trails of their parents. Arc reactors are now efficient and compact. They are used as a portable power source and are employed for military and exploration purposes. People are able to rent and stream dreams while they sleep and dream together in the same virtual world. Artificial general intelligence emerges from a super quantum computer. A human-designed computer achieves consciousness. It is able to learn new things and is self-aware. Interspecies communication is now possible. Robots begin to hold funerals for one another.
And immediately begin asteroid mining and the construction of the Dyson structures to capture energy. Dyson structures now surround the Sun and distant stars. Humanity achieve Type 2 status, the beginnings of the galactic civilization. As a Type 2 civilization, they are able to use and control the energy of its planetary system and can prevent the death of its own star by injecting fuel into it. Humankind's consciousness is downloaded into a quantum computer core. The Matryoshka brain, a supercomputer using multiple Dyson spheres, drives a simulation for humanity. Humanity is transferred into a simulation to live and travel much further in the galaxy. Swarms of tiny, lightweight robots enter distant star systems and begin construction of various facilities before the arrival of humanity. Human consciousness is transmitted as data to the new star system, where robot bodies are waiting to accept the human consciousness. Robotic bodies are exchanged for biological ones, designed and grown to be suitable for local planetary environments.
Was chosen for a reason. The name of the shoe, cryptid, refers to extinct or mythical creatures. And if you walk on the ground in these shoes, you can leave footprints like Bigfoot's. So, don't be frightened if you see such footprints. Augmented reality interfaces used in the game industry are still far from ideal. But for cars and other equipment, a system that displays a lot of useful data on the windshield is already available. According to the developers, the system can be customized to the needs of each user. For example, racers would be interested in seeing the optimal trajectory for entering a turn, while ordinary drivers will enjoy the traffic lights timing system. The display can also be put in water and air vehicles. Moreover, this technology can also be integrated into buildings so that you can quickly find out the weather forecast or other data just by looking out the window. The project team works with the latest solutions in optics, holography, and chemistry, and also develops the necessary software itself. Why use a computer mouse or a touchpad if we are born with the most advanced pointing device, i.e., our fingers? Driven by this question, experts from Switzerland have created a unique ring that allows you to control the cursor, scroll through pages, and perform other familiar operations on the screen with the movements of your fingers. The ring doesn't require additional apps. It works via Bluetooth and is so well protected against moisture that it can withstand hand or dishwashing. The battery lasts for 24 hours, and the device is suitable for both right and left-handed people. However, the authors of the project note that the working surface must be more or less solid and monochrome, otherwise there can be errors. The creators of this exoskeleton believe that with it, you can run effortlessly on all types of terrain. It was created in Japan. The device helps reduce stress on the joints and the waist, and also absorbs some of the shock load inherent in running. The manufacturer specializes in similar products. For example, sometime before, they created an exoskeleton that allows a person to lift 220.5 pounds to a height of up to 6.6 feet. And this model is an auxiliary option, suitable for delivery workers or mail carriers. You'll need a special screwdriver that comes with the device. The device weighs 2.5 pounds and is powered by USB. The internal memory is enough to save several control profiles. Right-handed and left-handed versions are also available. The developers claim that they've managed to combine the advantages of a classic keyboard and a gamepad in one gadget. So we have a question for gamers. Do you think that this gadget will be convenient to use? The world's first full-size drone with 2 arms is offered by a team of specialists from Japan. The drone weighs 44 pounds and can hold objects weighing up to 22 pounds in its arms. Its maximum flight speed is 37 miles per hour, which, for example, allows to quickly deliver a life ring to a drowning person. The drone can fly for 30 minutes on a single charge. It's capable of working in any weather and can climb to an altitude of up to 3.1 miles. The manufacturer is confident that this development will help keep people safe in a variety of scenarios, for example, when working at high altitudes or with dangerous loads. Want to turn a 45-minute commute? Tactile sensations are interesting, but sitting in an armchair or on a sofa is clearly not good for quality immersion in the virtual world. The creators of these boots want you to walk through the digital reality with your own feet. The device is made of carbon fiber, and the boots can be used on top of your usual shoes. Thanks to the special rollers, the user walks through the virtual world, remaining in place in the real world, which allows using the boots in small rooms. At the same time, they provide reliable support without turning into roller skates. There's also a technology that prevents motion sickness. According to the creators, their development will help when working with large virtual environments, because today, digitized objects can reach hundreds of thousands of square feet in size. The creators of this power source believe that your home is your castle, and it's worth protecting. According to them, nowadays there are more and more cases of mass power outages, so having a backup battery wouldn't do any harm. The capacity of the device is 6.9 kilowatt hours, which is one of the best indicators in the home power supply market. With this capacity, you can charge your smartphone 400